Economic recovery and the path that intellectual property can play in encouraging the innovation ecosystem to develop strongly are growing themes as we speak. As conferences, meetings, and other events increasingly move back to normal, IP stakeholders are being asked to think out of the box to help the economy and society regain lost ground. Of course, we need to have continuing precautions and improved access for those who join by internet, but there is no doubt that meeting face-to-face helps break down barriers. IP rights continue to be extremely popular with businesses, especially larger businesses, who have traditionally been more likely to think about how to protect their intangible assets. However, with intangible assets in the front line of the recovery, we must continue drilling down to reach the smaller businesses, including the innovative SMEs, who are the engine room of the economic growth. That is the logic behind the EUIPO's Ideas Powered for Business SME program, which is supporting smaller businesses with IP advice and helping them to register trademarks and designs at the national or EU level. This program is carried out in close cooperation with the European Commission and the European Union Intellectual Property Network. Already in 2021, we have supported more than 9,000 SMEs from all over the EU. Applications continue to be open during September and October, and we are working to draw up an expanded multi-annual program for future years. The growing focus on IP rights is illustrated by the fact that during the first 6 months of this year, EUIPO received a record 100,000 EU trademarks applications. In August, we passed the milestone of 2 million trademark registrations since 1996, and very shortly we expect to receive the 1.5 millionth registered community design applied for directly through the office. In the modern world, IP rights are of interest to all businesses, and this trend is not confined to Europe. We have the example of the fast growth in demand for IP titles from China. They are now the largest applicants for both EU trademarks and designs. Likewise, interest is growing from Africa, and it was good to see that the EU-funded IP project there, which the EUIPO administers, had its official launch at the diplomatic conference. As part of the AfriP project, as it's known, the office will be setting up an IPR helpdesk for Africa, which could be a pattern for similar initiatives in other regions where we are present. There is now a clearer understanding that the traditional role of the IP offices needs to broaden to actively encouraging innovation and helping bring ideas to market. Making that work requires a partnership approach and undoubtedly some straight talking. For that, there is nothing like the personal touch. For that reason, I'm glad to say that the plenary meeting of the European Observatory on IP infringements being held in the Alicante at the end of this month and the Design Europa Awards in Eindhoven in the Netherlands on the 19th of October are being organized primarily as presential events, as will be the next meeting of our governing bodies in November. Video is great, but I look forward to seeing many of you in person at an event in the near future.